Hello there. This is Mini Pots with my first box from Victrix. Let's go ahead and get this open. And of course, I should have probably right before I started recording, I thought maybe I should go ahead and just let it. There's some sort of truth to me doing it with you on the air. Now, I have been assured that they are great to order from, and I was surprised. This time of year, it is near Christmas time, and they got it here before Christmas. And sorry about that for hitting the camera, and that sort of surprised me. And they had their Black Friday sale, which started a little bit early. I wanted to get some pillage stuff, but I held off. I'm really excited about the Warriors of Athena, I think it's the name. It's the new game by Joseph McCullough. And I have picked up the Greek Mercenaries by Victrix. Is that what it's called? It is the, of course, when I put everything back together, I think that's what it's called. And I got it because it had the drapes that you put over the shields to help block arrows. And I thought that was a cool little added thing. So I am not familiar with Victrix except for I have bought a sprue of theirs, I believe, from Sprue Dude. And what this is the Greek Hoplite heads. And this is a nice little artwork. This is, oh, and this is the key thing. Now, I was curious about these. These are the transfers. And they have supposedly instructions on them. And yes, you can see it in there. Let's go ahead, and what I did was I got that, and then for the drapes that cover the shields and more shields, and then of course I want to do skeletons, and like the Jason of the and the Argonauts when he casts the Hydra's teeth into the earth and they all sprout up. That was a terrific scene as far as I was concerned. And I've watched them applying these, and I thought this would be a good shield to practice on. And I know you have to paint them. Okay, so it has a protective thing on the back, and you're supposed to cut. Okay, so the entire thing is the film. So these are not something like decals like I've seen before. So you have to, but the resolution is fantastic. That's probably why they do it that way. So you have to submerge it and or cut it out, and so it does have instructions, or as I used to say, destructions. Before starting, ensure the surface of the shield is clean of any powder or grease. Paint the shield where transfer will be applied, white or leave dry for a few hours. Bosses and spine should be cut out with a sharp craft knife. Cut out the transfer using scissors or a sharp knife. Carefully peel off the clear plastic layer. This may be fiddly. It takes Apply sticky tape to the plastic layer and peel it back. Okay. Apply transfer to the shield. Sticky side down and white side up. Wet the top paper layer. Oh, so that sort of keeps it safe. Then they say you take a razor blade and you may slit it so it lays down flat. Interesting. Okay, I'm not too intimidated by that. And you can paint them, I'd probably paint them the brassy color and then apply these to that afterwards. But that is cool. And I'm sorry to be like mumbling a little bit. That was something I was looking forward to. So I just got 4 sets. They had several more. And they had some Spartan ones that were cool. I like this. Just the different things going on. And so you know what I'm talking about. This is the Mercenary Armored Hoplites, 5th to 3rd century. And these are now this did not come with the new instruction set. I'm sure you can go to the website and download them. And I might just do that. But these two drapes, I think that's all. These are great. There's 8 guys on a sprue. But those two, and it has a front and a back, and this is how I'm reading this to be the back. I will verify that. And why? Because this has the better texture. This side has the better texture compared to this side. So you're not going to be seeing that, but it makes a smoother surface to glue this, glue it to the shield. So you would have to finish the shield 100% before you could glue it together. And there won't be many spare shields, I don't think. But that is cool. And you can see where that decal would be applied there, and after you did something below it to give it some depth. And the idea of that is that the soldiers had arrows being fired at them. The cloth, the arrow, because it's not as powerful as a longbow, would get hung up and not be able to injure the soldier, the hoplite. And so this is the other nicely packaged. And they have instruction. Now, of course, what type of instructions does it need? Not really very many instructions, very much instructions, but you can the detail I'm really sort of surprised about. There's not much different or many different facial expressions, but and I know I saw on their website where they showed how to assemble some of the heads, because some of these you can, I think this is a beard. Yeah, this is a beard. And some of them you put you have like this double wing thing. I think there's one of, or that might be it. That's sort of a cool head. They are quite nice. And even though I get the feeling like these two heads are exactly alike, and these ones, there might just be a small reduction in size for them, one or the other. But it is cool looking. So, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you thought this was cool. And at some point, we'll start assembling some hoplites. I was beginning to think about how to paint them, and so that's why I did these guys, their armor in the bronze color, and I wanted to get an idea because that's what their armor, as I understand it, was made out of. I am hoping to get some research books for it to help me out with that, but we'll see. And again, thank you very much. Remember to like and subscribe, and I hope you got something out of this, and happy gaming.